Fragile. It must be Italian. Oh yes, exactly what I've been expecting. A box. Excellent. This can go onto the collection. Hello and welcome back to the Lights Productions. Here we are at my room, here where my collection lies. Throughout the years of collecting old steam engines, my first ever steam engine was the Lady Jane. You might realize that I used to call this the Jenny, as I've been misinformed. This engine's actually called a Lady Jane. This engine's been with me for as long as I can remember, and it's worn quite well, in the sense of there's barely any. So yeah, this is a very nice piece of steam technology. My second engine was the Willisco D45, third the D415, and I kinda lost count from there. But now we are at the most recent purchase, a brand new purchase that is, the KD Angelique. So, why this specific engine? Well, the same guy who built the Lady Jane also built this one, and he still makes them today. So, I'd like to do a review on this engine. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Okay, so I am really excited, because I know for a fact that there's a steam engine in there, and a very unique steam engine. So, let's open the box and reveal. Oh, my favorite, bubble wrap. And there it is. Look at that. Oh, I don't want to make this thing dirty. Oh, the smile on my faces. And here we go, the KD Angelique. And what a fine engine this is. Like, it's a lot bigger than I thought. Let's bring down the Jenny. The Lady Jane. I do apologize, I removed that plug. I want you to look at that. You can obviously tell which one's the newest. Wow. What can I say except phenomenal? This is a vertical boiler, one of my favorite type of boilers. So the chimney is connected to the flue tube, which goes all the way down to the crown plate of the boiler. That obviously increases efficiency. I can't stop looking at it. Let's have a look at the different components. Obviously we have an oscillating steam engine here. I absolutely love the green. It's a lot better than the yellow in my opinion. The steam chest is a lot bigger actually. Look at that. Interesting. So it's not the same type of engine. It's not like a Willisco where it's like the same type of engine just with a different boiler. Oh, I forgot how nice these plugs are. Oh, look at that. The Lady Jane also came with them, but through the years I've lost them. I'm an idiot. And then the burner. That's very nice. I love the brass caps. Sure. Well then, yeah. What else is there to say except let's go to the manual and get this thing running. Other thing that I need to note is I love how you have to push the burner down to almost lock it in place. That's very good indeed. I will put a picture of the instructions on here. Basically it just tells you to make sure that the water is in, and one of the important things is it does tell you to fill up the boiler up to this plug. Okay, and it also tells you what type of oil you can use, which is really nice, as well as making sure that your boiler is full and all that stuff. But I'll put the instructions here so that you can have a read. I won't bore you with that. And now we are going to prepare the engine. And like all steam engines, there's nothing more important than putting water in the boiler. So we'll first take out the top plug, then take out this one. To clean water, of course. I need to get a new bottle, this one's cracked. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now we can shift our attention to putting fuel in. Okay, dispose of the flammable stuff and light the fire. And ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Water in the boiler, there's fuel in the burner, and there's heat coming out the chimney. Very good. Now, because of what engine this is, we need to get onto oiling quite quickly. There we go. And just like that, the Angelique is running, and running really nicely. But that is no surprise. These engines are very high quality, and the performance doesn't really change over time. It stays perfect. Another thing to note about this engine is that the boiler steams like a witch. You can really do a quick steam up and have a really quick run with this engine. Let's see the safety valve pop. Note how the color of the copper is changing. That is, amen. There goes the safety valve. Let's try this engine at full pressure. It's surprisingly stable too. It isn't jumping around. The reason why it's rocking is because I have this rack now. One of my favorite parts about this engine is the flywheel. The flywheel is so big, it just looks like a real, proper steam engine's flywheel. From start to finish, you can run this engine for about 15 minutes before you have to refuel and re-water everything. As my friend Jason's Oddities says, this guy does not just make steam engines because it's steam engines, he makes them because they are pieces of art, and you can really tell. You can see die engine's happy, sy skoorsteen is lekker rooi. Mooi so. This engine costs 2,900 Rand. And you really do get what you pay for. This engine, as well as the other engines, are very high quality. My Lady Jane I've had for about 14 years, and it still runs like the day it was out of the factory. If you'd like to get an engine like this, the builder's contact information will be in the description, and if you'd like to see the other models that this gentleman makes, I will put the Gumtree link in the description as well. That's it for now, ladies and gentlemen, the KD Angelique, a great piece of steam technology in my collection. But for now, folks, stay tuned.